Hey everybody, Jenna K here. So I'm a brand new Amazon influencer, and it's a wonderful thing because everything I buy nearly comes from Amazon. So I started off watching YouTube, and I got down the rabbit hole of watching Dr. Pimple Popper, and that led to a whole host of different things. So I dug out a magnifying mirror, and boy was that a bad idea. But what it did is it helped me really learn about my skin and what things work and what things don't. I grew up as a kiddo with acne, and I always thought I had oily skin. So what did I do? Back in the day we used things like Clearasil and all those harsh chemicals that had like menthol and made us dry out. Well, I was doing it wrong. I didn't realize that I needed moisture in my skin. So all my life I haven't put moisture on because I thought that would break me out. So it's been trial and error, and I've learned kind of a recipe or a cocktail or an order based on some research I've done and some products that I've tried. So I thought I'd share the ones that work for me. And I'll share links below to Amazon. And please do, if you click on that, I would really very much appreciate it. But some of the products that I found that I really, really like, I cleanse with the Acne Control Cleanser just because I have sebaceous filaments and I want to make sure I get my skin clean. It's been an evolution because it was kind of congested because I wasn't doing it right, and honestly my own fault through COVID. I didn't really take care of my skin. I was washing it with soap, I was washing it with cleansers, but I wasn't using the right products. I didn't know what they were. So this wonderful acne cleaners by CeraVe, you can get them in all different concoctions. Some are hydrating, some have different ingredients. I use this one because it's got salicylic acid, and it really does bring out all those extra things that come when you have larger pores or sebaceous filaments. So it's got 2% salicylic acid. It reduces blackheads and help prevents breakouts. It also improves the look of pores without disrupting the skin barrier. So all those harsh products that I had been using, it was really stripping off that moisture barrier and causing more damage than it was worth, and I couldn't quite figure it out. So I've got it figured out now. So this is what I use in the morning to get all the ick off. I also have discovered this wonderful Bliss. So on my adventure, I learned that niacinamide is really, really good for your skin. So I've been using this. I recently started trying it because it's relatively new. It does also come in a bunch of different colors and to meet your basic needs. I've got the hydrating one coming. This is on subscribe and save, which is wonderful because a lot of these things I just set it up and it either gets delivered once a month or every other month, however often I think I might need it. I'm an Amazon shopper and I don't go very much because I live in a very small town, not near anything. So these things have really been a blessing, and the prices are generally better than if you go to like Target or Walmart or your drugstore. So this is Bliss Disappearing Act. It's got niacinamide, and it's also pore vanishing. That's been my focus, is to make my pores look small. They never disappear, but you can make sure that they look cleaner and a little bit smaller and easier. As we age, we have different textures on our skin, so I've kind of learned a little bit about that. I'll talk about that too. I've discovered the whole face shaving thing, but that's a whole different video. So this seems to work really well. It is not harsh. At first, when I used it, I really didn't feel it. I'm going, oh, is it doing anything? But that's the way it's supposed to feel. It's not supposed to burn. So, and then occasionally, I don't do a lot of exfoliating, which I thought I had to do every day. So usually about once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, I've discovered this wonderful face mask. It's a clay mask by Glam Up. It has a little bit of an aroma to it that you have to kind of get used to. And you don't have to use very much. A little goes a long way. You put it on. It's got calming matcha tea tree. I love tea tree oil. It does a wonderful job for a number of things, but you put it on, but be very careful. If you leave it on too long, it's kind of hard to get off, so it's kind of, you have to learn how to use it. I don't use it all over my face because I find that sometimes it's hard to get off and some places don't need it. I usually don't use it on my T-zone. It's great for my nose, it's great for my chin, and it does seem to draw out a lot of impurities. But like I said, it's got a little bit of a dye to it, so use it, try it. I recommend it. It's done well for me, but like I said, it does leave a little bit of residue, and you really have to be careful because it's got that blue tint and that smell. Not everybody loves it. I don't mind it. And then I follow it my daytime routine after I get my skin clean and after I use my toner, I use a bunch of different serums, and I don't know that I need them all because some of them have the same ingredients, but I do like them. I like the way they make me feel, and it's worked with getting my skin clear. It's my skin tone is all the same because I was a tanning girl my whole life. I had a tanning bed. I should have been doing it, but tan looked good, and so did bleach blonde hair with sun in. But it's helped. All these products have helped with my. I don't have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, but I'm trying to prevent them. So I've tried niacinamide serum, and this one I don't know what the ingredients are, but it's got zinc and 2% hyaluronic acid. So I use this in the morning. Another one that I use. These are all by InstaSkin. In the morning, I use the vitamin C. I also use the retinol at night. So I wasn't using the vitamin C while I was using the retinol because I wasn't sure how they would mix together. But the research I've done is you can use both, but you should let one sink in before you use the other. So I just change it up, and I've just started to use this, and I haven't had any adverse side effects. It's supposed to help with skin tone. It's supposed to help with skin brightening. And so far, I haven't noticed anything one way or the other, but I haven't been using it very long. It's got hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and vitamin E. So with the aloe vera, it should really help with any, breakouts or any, blemishes that you might have. So I like that. The price is always right. Again, they're usually on sale, and you can get them on subscribe and sale and get a discount. The retinol that I've been trying is also by the same brand. I'm once I find something I like, I stick to it person. I do use some other products that have retinol in it, but the one I use at night is this one. It's an anti-aging facial serum. It's also got hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. Vitamin E is also what niacinamide is, so I feel like I'm getting all those extra doses and layering up. I'm not a professional, and I don't know that I need them all, but they seem to work. Now with retinol, I did experience some purging at first because, like I said, my skin was pretty congested, and I didn't know why. So I had a bit of a purge. So I broke out. All my pores seemed to be cleaning out, and boy, that was a little hard to deal with, especially when you have discovered a magnifying mirror. So it was a little hard for me at first. I kept wanting to pick, but I didn't pick because I followed all the instructions from YouTube and everywhere else I did research. It was hard, and I just kept going at it. The thing with the purge is, you want to stop because it looks bad, right? But don't. You just keep powering through, and eventually you can see I don't have any breakout, and I just keep using it. And I've really, over the last 3 months that I've been using it, have seen a regeneration. My pores are smaller. I've seen a lot of the yuck work its way out, and I feel a whole lot better. My skin looks a lot better. My texture looks good. So I also occasionally use this one's by Newsprot. It's a hyaluronic acid serum. It says 100% pure hyaluronic acid. It's also got vitamin C and E. Since I'm using the other ones, I don't use this. It's on subscribed and sale, and it does come out. So I would use this after the other serums and before I put my moisturizers on. So the moisturizer that I've really found that I really like, so I've tried a couple different ones. I tried the CeraVe AM and the PM. The AM has sunblock in it. I like it. It's a little heavier. It doesn't have much of an aroma, but it's very thick, and I find it doesn't sink in. It doesn't absorb as well as I would like it to. So I don't really love the AM, but it's got ceramides, it's got niacinamide, it's supposed to really take care of your skin. It's got an SPF 30. I'm not against it, it's just not my favorite. And then I like the PM. It soaks in. It doesn't feel real heavy. It's very lightweight, and it's got the same... It's ultra lightweight, and it's got 3 essential ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. There again, it's got niacinamide, so it's got those magic ingredients. I like that as the last layer after I put my nighttime serums on, and it doesn't seem to be icky. It doesn't feel sticky, so I don't mind going to sleep with that on. So in the morning, I've also, because if you go outside, you're supposed to use sunblock. I love, love, love. This is my favorite, and I almost was against using it. I saw a bunch of influencers review it. It's the Miracle Cream by Revolution, and it's about $14, $14.99, I think. It's a little hard. It sells out a lot on Amazon, but I really do like it. Oh my gosh, it feels like a dream when you put it on your face, and it absorbs, but it still feels soft. So once it does, it dries down pretty nicely, but it's not tacky or sticky, and you can put makeup over it, which is a blessing because sometimes you put moisturizers on and everything either slides right off or it just pills. I've had pretty bad luck with that, but I do love this. So that's on my subscribe and save, and it comes every month because I am not going to give this up. I almost want to stock up because it's one of those products that, gosh, I hope they never quit making it. So I know it's had mixed reviews. It was compared to some other high-end moisturizers, but I'm a little small town girl. I don't need to spend, $80 or $200 on moisturizer. $14.99, I didn't feel bad about buying it to try it out. They have different mixtures. They've got one that's for dry skin. They've got one for mattifying. There's different ones, but I found this one is my favorite. And then when I'm going outside, because the Miracle Cream doesn't have SPF in it, so I'm very careful now when I do go outside. I'm starting to try this. It's the Neutrogena face serum. It's 60 plus SPF. It's got kind of a yellow orangish tint to it. I'll put it on so you can, I don't know if you can see it. So I haven't really tried it too much because I don't really go out in the sun very often, but I'm going to give it a try, and I can always give an update later on. I'll put the links, like I said, for all these products down in the description. So those are the things that seem to have worked for me. I'm going to wipe this off because it's yellow and sticky. But I've also kind of experimented a lot with essential oils and carrier oils, and I'll talk about this more. Like I said, I'm no professional. I've just been trying things out, and it's been through trial and error. So, I've mixed up. I'll share in a different video. Off of Amazon, you can get like 16-ounce bottles of really, really good oils, and they're all cold pressed, unfiltered, chemical free, 100% pure. So I've tried jojoba, I've tried sweet almond oil, I've tried avocado, I've tried coconut oil, because coconut oil and avocado oil are a little heavier. They can clog your pores and cause breakouts, but what I have found is jojoba and sweet almond oil, and even grapeseed oil, I got that too, are really good. So I'm starting to experiment with mixing some other oils like tea tree oil with carrier oils. Those essential oils you should never use directly. You always have to kind of dilute them down with a carrier oil, otherwise they'll maybe cause burns and discoloration. So the one, and like I said, I'll talk about these more, and I am no professional, but it works for me. So even after I put on my Miracle Cream or after I put on my nighttime CeraVe PM, sometimes I'll put a little bit of this over just on my T-zone where I think that I need a little bit of extra, because it will sink in over. If you put the essential oils on first, the moisturizer, it's like oil and water, they don't mix. You can put the oil, I found, just a little bit over the moisturizer, and it will still absorb. And jojoba oil is the closest to our natural oils, so it really does sink in. I've experimented with the oil cleansing method, and I've liked that, but I'm past the point where I really need that. I do it occasionally, but I'm kind of past that. And I bought a microscope because that led me down that rabbit hole, so I don't really feel like I need that. But I've mixed, jojoba oil with tea tree oil, and tea tree oil has really made a huge difference. It helps with inflammation. It helps with, I'll see if I can find the bottle. And again, all of these things are on subscribe and save. This has been a blessing. So this one happens to be, I'm trying to see how many ounces. It's 5.7 fluid ounces, so it's a pretty good sized bottle. You can use it for a whole host of things. If you Google tea tree oil, it gets rid of warts, it gets rid of skin tags, it gets rid of athlete's feet, it gets rid of all that gunk in your complexion. It helps with evening out your skin tone. But like I said, you should not mix it and put it directly on your face. Now, some people say you can put it like on a, if you have a breakout, like on a blemish, but I would be really hesitant to do it. You really don't need a lot. It's got a very strong odor, so that's sometimes a deterrent. But I mix it with, I've mixed it with a bunch of the different carrier oils, and I bought these little cute little bottles on Amazon with droppers, and it's just been kind of fun to experiment. So I've mixed that with jojoba oil, and it really does help with, any clogging of pores. It reduces the size. If you, after you wash your face, some people's faces get red or get puffy. It really does help with that. It also helps if you keep some of these things in a refrigerator, which I also bought from Amazon, which I'll share someday. I swear, everything that I have discovered is on Amazon. Amazon has everything. So I thought I would share my skincare tips. And if you could have seen my skin where it started and where it's ended up, you can't really see from there, but it's really a whole lot better. And I have less dark circles, and I've discovered that if you mix, I try to be as holistic as possible. And it's also a lot less expensive, and it's sometimes using things that you already have around the house. For eye puffiness, I did some research, and I've mixed, because I have it, coconut oil with a little bit of rosemary essential oil, which I also bought on Amazon, so I guess I should share the links for those. And it does help. It doesn't take a lot. So just a little bit, a little dropper under here, and I'm still trying this to see, it's fun just to try things out. And then rosemary, the smell too is also refreshing. You can use it for hair, you can use it for like a diffuser, you can use it in your bath. There's lots of different things. So with all these things, they're all multi-purpose. Like the carrier oils and the essential oils, you can make into shaving oil instead of having to buy a special product. It's just been kind of an adventure. So I hope you like what I've shared so far, and I'll talk about some of my makeup things that I've discovered. Again, I'm on a budget, so hopefully you'll learn. I've tried a lot of things out, so you don't have to. So I will put all the links to everything in the description. Please do share, click on the links if you don't mind. I would very, very much appreciate it. Let me know what works for you, if you've had the same experience with some of these products or some that you might recommend, because we're here. If I try it and I like it and you don't, I would love to hear about it and why. I might learn something, and hopefully it'll give you a chance to maybe explore or try something new. I'm honest. I will never mislead you. I'm not getting paid for anything, but I am new to Amazon. So please do, like I said, please do subscribe, please do like, please do share, and if you don't mind clicking on the links in the description and giving me a shout out, I would very much appreciate it. Have a great day.